Hello my dear friends, welcome back to infyGyan. Today in this video we are going to solve one very interesting and challenging question from system of equations. Here we have four equations with four variables. So we have to find out x, y, z and w. Let's get started by writing equation number 1, 2, 3, 4. I will solve this problem using Newton's sums method or Newton's method. So let us begin with writing E1, E2, E3, E4. Now E1, E2, E3, E4. E1 is simply sum of roots. So I can write here x plus y plus z plus w. Sum of roots, as per first equation, I can write 10. E2 is sum of roots taken 2 at a time. So let us consider combination of two variables xy plus xz plus xw. X is over. Now with y, yz, yw, with z, zw. So sum of roots taken 2 at a time, this is E2. Now E3 is sum of roots taken 3 at a time. So we will write x, y, z plus x, y, w plus x, z, w plus y, z, w. This is sum of roots taken 3 at a time, E3. E4 is product of roots x, y, z, w. From fourth equation, we can write equal to 24. So we have E1 10, we have E4 value 24. So E2 and E3 is our target. We have to find E2 and E3 value. I will use Newton's sum, so I need to know power sums also. I will write here the general pk, which is nothing but x power k plus y power k plus z power k plus w power k. Now I will put k equal to 1. So I will be writing P1 x plus y plus z plus w, which is our equation 1, value is 10, and which is also equal to E1. So I can write P1 is 10, which is equal to E1. Let's put k equal to 2. We will get P2 will be equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus w square. This is our equation number 2. So we can write P2 equal to 30. I will write P1 equal to 10, P2 equal to 30. Now by plugging k equal to 3, we will be getting P3. Value will be x cube plus y cube plus z cube plus w cube. And this is our equation number 3. So I can write this will be equal to 100. So our P3 is 100. Now our target is E2 and E3 value. Let's use Newton's sum formula, which used to relate EK with PK. So I will be writing here P2 straight away. P2 will be equal to E1 square, or we can write E1 P1. E1 square minus twice E2. Because of E1 equal to P1, we can also write P2 equal to E1 P1 minus twice E2. This is equal to P2. Now we have to apply all the known values. P2 is 30, E1 is 10, P1 is also 10, minus 2 times E2. From this equation, we will know E2 value. So let's simplify. 30 equal to 100 minus twice E2, or I can take minus term to LHS. So 2 times E2 equal to 100 minus 30. So we'll write 2e2 equal to 70. Now we have to divide by 2 both sides. So we will get e2 equal to 35. 70 over 2 is 35. Now e2 is known. I will write P3 equal to E1 P2. We can prove these results by putting E1 P2 P3. We can check our values. E1 P2 minus E2 P1 plus 3 E3. Let's put all the values. P3 100, E1 10, P2 30 minus E2 is 35, P1 is again 10 plus 3 times E3. And from this equation, we will calculate E3. Let's simplify. 100 equal to 300 minus 350 plus 3 times E3. Or I can write 100 equal to minus 50 plus 3 times E3. Now we will add 50 to both sides. We will get 150 equal to 3 times E3. Now we have to divide both sides by 3 to get the value of E3. So we can cancel 150 with denominator 3. We'll be writing here 50. So our E3 is also known now. E3 is 50 and our E2 was 35. Now I can think about one quartic equation whose roots are x, y, z and w. Let me write here. I will write quartic in variable t whose roots are x, y, z and w. So I need to write here minus sum of roots. So sum of roots will write E1. Then we have to consider 1 degree is smaller than the degree of leading term. Then we'll be writing plus E2 t square minus E3 t plus E4 equal to 0. So this is one quartic equation whose roots are x, y, z, w. Now we have to plug in all the values E1, E2, E3, E4. So I can write here t power 4 minus E1 was 10. So I will write 10 t cube. E2 was 35. We will write plus 35 t square. E3 was 50. We will write here minus 50 t. And E4 was product of roots 24 equal to 0. Now we can use rational root theorem and synthetic division method. If I will simply check our equation at t equal to 1. So I can write here 1 power 4 is 1 minus 10 plus 35 minus 50 plus 24. If I will add all the positive numbers and negative numbers, we will get 60 minus 60, which is equal to 0. So I can say t equal to 1 is our base solution, which is satisfying our quartic equation. Now we can use synthetic division method. So I need to write all the coefficients of quartic equation. So I will write here coefficient of t power 4 1, coefficient of t cube, so we'll write minus 10, coefficient of t square 35, coefficient of t minus 50, constant 24. Now we will write leading term or coefficient, that is 1 as it is. So here we will be writing 1 as it is. Now we have to multiply our base solution 1 with leading coefficient 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Here we will be writing minus 9. 1 times minus 9, we will write minus 9. If we will add 35 with minus 9, we have to write here 26. 1 time 26 is 26. Addition will give us minus 24. 1 times minus 24, minus 24. We will add these two, we will get 0. So these are coefficients for cubic equation. So I can write cubic equation t cube minus 9t square plus 26t minus 24 equal to 0. Let me write here t cube minus 9t square plus 26t minus 24 equal to 0. Now we can think about rational root theorem. So I need to know the eligible factors of 24. I can write plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 6 and so on. Now if I will plug in straight away t equal to 1, will it satisfy? Let's check. 1 minus 9 plus 26 minus 24. No, it is not. Minus 33 and plus 27. So we'll write it is not satisfying. Let's put t equal to 2. So I will write 2 cube equal to 8. 2 square is 4. 4 times 9, 36. 2 times 26, we'll write 52 minus 24. So 8 plus 52 is 60, minus 36 minus 24 minus 60. Yes, this is satisfying our equation. I will say t equal to 2 is our base solution for this cubic equation. Again, we can use synthetic division method. So I can write here the coefficients of cubic equation. I will write here coefficient of t cube 1, coefficient of t square minus 9, coefficient of t 26, constant minus 24. Put one line over there. Leading coefficient would be as it is 1. Now we have to multiply our base solution 2 here with leading coefficient 1. 2 times 1 is 2. We will add these two. We will write minus 7 here. 2 times minus 7 minus 14. We will add these two numbers. We will get 26 minus 14 is 12. 2 times 12 is 24. Addition will be 0. So here we have coefficients for quadratic equation in t. Equation would be t square minus 7t plus 12 equal to 0, which we can factorize very easily. So I can write here t minus 3 times t minus 4 equal to 0. So from here we will get t equal to 4, t equal to 3. So we have in total our first base solution t equal to 1, second base solution t equal to 2, and from this quadratic equation t equal to 3 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will write t equal to x, comma y, comma z, comma w, and then we can write here 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4. This is what we have calculated. Now equations are symmetrical, so we have to consider combo of all 4. So we will get 4 factorial or 24 solutions. So I am writing first 6. How we can write x, y, z, w. So let's freeze first position 1. Now we will consider 2, 3, 4 here. Then we will write here 2 and then swap the values 4 and 3. So first pair is here. Now we will consider second pair by putting 2 value here. Now we will write 3 here, 4 here we will write, and then 4 and 3. The next two. In last two we will write here 2, then we have to consider 3 here, 4 here, and swap the values. We will get 4 and 3. This is how we can find out first 6. Now I will write the next 6. by putting one position to column 2. Now we can write next set of 6 solutions by putting 1 in column 3. Here it is. And last 6 set of solutions would be with 1 in column 4 position. Let me write. Here it is. So we have total 24 solutions. I hope friends you will like this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye till next video. Good luck. Take care. Bye bye.